Welcome back to Talkers on the Wall. In this episode, we are going to be discussing the season finale for Season 3 of House of the Dragon. A very, very, very mixed bag of episodes this season. This will be mostly an Episode 8 review, and then maybe if traction goes along, we'll do like a full season review or whatever. But I'm sure we'll talk about the season in whole. But general thoughts on the finale... Little disappointing. Not as bad as Season 2 disappointing.
No, right.
But it did feel like so many arcs were not closed at all.
Yeah, I think the episode itself is a 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
But it's just not a very good finale. Even it only being a 7 out of 10 isn't really that good.
Right.
When we've had 8s and 9s in this season. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, a lot of, the fight was cool, but, I mean, there was a lot of scenes that I just didn't like. Like, for example, I know that kind of Cole feels a little differently, but I didn't like Aegon and Aemond kind of, having that scene together, where Aegon just finds him, it's crazy to me. I don't know. It was just wild. I was like, what? This is so kind of random.
I did think it was a crazy pull that he just kind of found him.
Yeah.
I didn't mind the scene itself, but just the fact that he found him was...
Yeah, it is a little silly time, but the scene is great, and I think it was a good way to, the pacing of the show is, always going to be a topic, and, that's one of those scenes where, you get the, accomplishment to be done. It's not done the most perfect way, but it gets the message done that, hey, these two are not at each other's throats now, which you could say it could be rushed. I think there was a lot of buildup of, the guilt that Aemond felt and, the being haunted by his own actions and also, Aegon, bullying him. And then, the revenge, because, Aegon in the beginning of the season was just very, I'm gonna fucking kill my brother and I'm gonna regather my forces and then we're gonna kill Rhaenyra. And, Larys is dude, you might be the most fucking stupid crybaby piece of shit I've ever seen in my life.
True.
He's like, that's not true. But it helped him grow a lot. So I think it was worth it. And I'm Aegon Glazer, so
yeah. I think I just would have I don't know. I like it because I know it's its own thing now. But I like in the source material how they're both kind of just acting separately. It would have been cool to see them maybe not reconnect, because it reminded me of kind of you want Robb Stark and Jon Snow to see each other one more time before Robb eventually dies, but that doesn't happen, and it just gives you that kind of bittersweet feeling oh, what would have happened if they had met one more time. But that's kind of what I wanted from Aegon and Aemond.
That's fair.
But I don't think you really get that loving brotherhood and brothers.
I just wanted to see them being they each have changed on their own, and even though they never make amends with each other, they're both acting in a way where if they could make amends they would. I just think that would have been more interesting. It would have been just for me personally. It would have been more bittersweet to be oh, if these guys had met, they would have made up, and it would have been really, really sweet. But instead we just got that very kind of rush teleportation, I'm here, we're going to make amends right now.
My biggest break with the scene was Aegon was basically we're going to do these things and then we're going to go there. And my whole thing is they just end up finding Vhagar. Just
But that's not in the scene though.
Well, yeah, I know. But it's a future thing.
Yeah.
But otherwise... the Rhaenyra arc in this episode, I did like.
Banger.
Actually. Yeah,
Banger.
I liked it.
This is Rhaenyra's probably... I mean, this is a very Rhaenyra-focused season. Yeah. Shocking. I know she's the main character. But,
deserved this season.
Yeah. Episode 8 was an amazing Rhaenyra episode. I don't know if it's as good as, episode 3 or 2.
No, I think episode 3 is still probably the best episode of the season.
Yeah, it's not that crazy to say. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just very focused, and when they really want to know what they want to do with Rhaenyra, in certain episodes, they can absolutely cook, and this slow bake into Rhaenyra being pretty like I was about to say senile, but like sadistic.
Yeah.
Like
in that Rhaenyra the Cruel title for sure this episode.
Yeah, like forcing Helena to eat, and some people were complaining about the Helena and Rhaenyra scenes. I thought those scenes were really cool.
No, they were good.
Like and she's like, everything you love is ugly, and you're ugly.
True.
I'm gonna go jump off a window. No.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was good. I mean, all of the Helena scenes for me this season, they finally built up to her killing herself. I wish in the scene that they didn't cut away, I wish they'd kind of shown it like in Tommen, when he just kind of like falls off the window.
Same window, by the way.
Yeah, so it just would have been a very cool callback, like very cool, like foreshadowing for Game of Thrones almost, but... I thought it was a little cheap that they just showed her dead body on the ground, and it wasn't even like that gruesome. It was just like one little spike poking out of her back.
True. I mean, there's like the infamous like meme now where like Helena's like when Rhaenyra's given like her Valyrian Valyria great again, like type of speech, and like that I feel like that would have been like cool.
Yeah.
Like pretty like metal.
Yeah.
Because like in the books, Rhaenyra is blamed for killing Helena.
Yeah. I also, I am a little disappointed they didn't go with, because kind of what I wanted to have happen was that Rhaenyra and Helena would have an argument, and, something would happen, and, she would accidentally fall out the window.
No.
Because in the book, it's like, oh, she was, they're like, Helena was murdered, basically, is one of the theories. So it would have been interesting to see that maybe Rhaenyra being actually, more directly responsible for her death. Like, maybe she pushes her, and then she, falls out the window, and then she's like, oh, well, she died.
Do we really need to have many plot points of this show, though, being, accidents that weren't meant to be?
I mean, it'd be, an accident, but, I mean, it just would have been interesting to me, because I don't think Rhaenyra would have cared. She just would have been like, well, that's a problem taken care of, basically.
Yeah.
But I mean, we still got the same cold demeanor of her finding the dead and not caring too much. So I did enjoy that. Sometimes I do feel like they make Rhaenyra cry just way too often. Anytime something bad happens, she goes and cries to Daemon. I'm like, God dang, toughen up a little bit. You don't need to be crying after every little thing. So I'm glad that they're showing more of her becoming this cruel queen. It's a lot more interesting to me, for sure. Other than that, I mean...
A character that was super interesting to me was Joffrey. Even, we don't really get to hear him speak too much, but, just him in the background, observing, what his mother is, for realsies.
Yeah.
Was, pretty cool to watch. Some undercooked stuff and most frustrating characters this episode. Darren. Are you kidding me? We can't have him hop on to Sarion, once. It just feels Daron just got, this build up, and it just never amounted to anything this season.
Yeah, he just, he didn't really get his time to shine. He's a lot more, he's bacon this season, that's for sure. Don't really get to see him be Darren the Daring.
No.
I mean, he gets knighted this episode. Then the knighting they did too was kind of whack. They didn't do in the name of the father and the name of the mother.
When I was watching, I'm like, is he even really knighted?
I don't even know. I mean, yeah,
it's
you would think Orman would do the whole religious thing too.
True.
With, the
He's
mother,
literally
the
wearing the 7. On.
Instead, he just hits the "You promise to be a good knight." All right,
then you want
you're good.
You're good, bro.
Definitely not as powerful as say a scene from Night of the Seven, obviously.
Right.
Let's see.
Ulf, we could talk about a big Ulf episode.
It's a very big Ulf episode, and it's actually the first episode that I was kind of rooting for Ulf.
Really? Interesting. I thought you would be like, oh, he's such a bastard.
Well, I mean, he is a bastard, but, no, I mean, when he got the shit kicked out of him because he was on the toilet, and then they're like, go do it, you dog, and he does it. I'm like, oh my god.
You too, man.
Well, yeah, but when he starts burning Rhaenyra's forces, I'm like, oh my god, why would you just you could just fly off and be on your own? But then he turns on Orman's forces.
Fuck you
too. I'm like, I actually really like that a lot.
Yeah, that's right. So did you not like Ulf before because he was just a loser, and now he's not a loser? I thought you didn't like him before because he was disrespectful.
I mean, it's one and the same in my boat.
Yeah,
he was a disrespectful, nobody essentially. Even though
he's still kind of like
even
that.
though he had a dragon, he was still he was just a loser.
Do you think he's changed?
Yes, I feel like he's hitting a big change in his arc. Because I mean, he's when he went from taking a bunch of shit and now he's he's just dishing out the shit.
It's fair. I mean, some would say that's still loserish of him, like no honor type of stuff. But
yeah, no, I mean, Ulf has always been like fun to me. He's always been like.
I like him for like
he's like his douchebag, like charming way. It's like I've always like gotten a giggle from Ulf.
Yeah.
And like you do feel like bro just wants to like own the frat house and like. He just can't, like, he wants a dragon and a frat house, so he's like, I'm just going to have to get that myself now.
Really disappointing episode for Hugh the Hammer.
Yeah, it's so undercooked.
Bro was looking for a cat in the middle of the episode.
Yeah, I mean, like, his wife just dies. I mean, slight spoiler. I mean, in the book, you know, Hugh and Ulf actually burn Tumbleton together, so it's interesting that it was only Ulf. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how they spin this in the next season.
Yeah.
I feel like Hugh's character won't make as much sense the way that they've done him, but we'll see. I want to talk about Alyn. I love the direction they're going with him, kind of becoming like
the blind faith and the leader. Yeah, it's cool.
Some kind of like puppet for Rhaenyra, and he's just kind of like, you know, fuck my father, basically. Like, I know Rhaenyra didn't make me like a trueborn, but like literally neither did my dad. And this is the best route to becoming what I want.
Right.
So I like that, like, he's taking things into his own hands.
And I really like kind of like, you can see the contemplation on his face, especially dealing with the High Septon.
Yeah.
And like Rhaenyra like has this really cool line of like, you know, you are Valyrian too. Yeah. So like, it's like, yo,
Bro's
this is like the dark
side.
Yeah.
I do like how he's just kind of just like straight duty.
Yeah.
Like, fuck anything else.
Yeah. I mean, he's on his, he knows what he wants.
Bro been acting a little different since he got a little puss. He's been acting a little different.
Little step aunt.
See, your brother has been talking to you. What? Oh.
My brother? I thought you fucked with...
Stay alive, bro. Let's see. Daemon.
He's on Fraud Watch.
Yeah, bro got his ass
low key. Watching that, I was like, this brother is getting mobbed.
I do not want to hear any of this bullshit of Daemon can beat Jaime. Hell no.
Certainly he's on Fraud Watch after this last episode.
Really
John Bold Roxon is like no joke, but like you gotta beat.
They really did Daemon dirty this episode. Like, I don't know if like the writers just hate Daemon and they're like, yeah, he talks big, but he's a pussy. But I felt like he should have been definitely putting up a better fight. He was just straight fraud watch that whole fight.
True.
I was like, oh my, where's the dirty tricks at, bro? You're the rogue prince. Like, where's the sand?
True.
Where's the sand attack? Where's the daggers?
It's a bad look losing to Kristen Cole and Roxton.
Yeah, bro, this is definitely on fraud watch. Yeah, it's not really good for the Daemon fan base.
Yeah.
They treat my boy dirty.
Yeah, like he makes some tough decisions of like, is burning 2 kids enough? Should I burn 5?
I do enjoy the moral ambiguity that they give him in that aspect.
If the man on the dragon tells you to get out the way and you stand there, is that a wise decision?
I mean,
if I tell you to shut up or I'm gonna hit you, is it really my fault if I hit you? Type shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, what else? Oh, Orman's death.
It was cool. It was pretty metal, and it.
I just thought that there would be more to his character, but literally no. He just kind of gets fucked in the butt by the North and dies.
Yep. And then
I definitely thought that he was gonna be more of an antagonist, but he was just kind of like a setup for the things to come, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean,
I didn't know too much about Orman, so.
I mean, like shows Cheryl books the book.
Right.
We don't really know anything about Orman in the books. So I mean, this whole Tumbleton seizing it, because in the books, Team Green is the one that takes over Tumbleton. In Tumbleton 1. Like they're the ones that are trying to take it over. But yeah, no, I mean, I really cool like scenes. He was one of my favorite, like definitely the most entertaining part of this season. Like that trifecta between Gawain, Daron, and him. Like those episodes were like really good, especially in those shitty episodes that were like coming out back to back to back. But yeah, I mean, it's just more setup of what's gonna happen in King's Landing.
Yeah.
And it really brings in like kind of like that. It was also like the breadcrumbs of like the Faith versus Rhaenyra and like the Valyrians. So
yeah, I did like that Orman, like, just mid-fight, just threw up. Like, it really, like, just his whole character, basically, on display right there.
Yeah, like, they managed to do a bunch of things well. Like, he's an erratic fighter. His sword, like, literally chopped his arm off in, like, one go. I mean, it is literally Valyrian steel.
Mm-hmm.
Whole lot of yapping, but bro sees blood, and he's like, oh god.
Well, it wasn't even that he saw blood. It's just that the artery like splashed a bunch of blood in his. He's like,
oh god, I'm gonna be sick, bro.
And bro didn't even listen to his own rule. He told Darren to keep his back to the wall, and he didn't do that. But
true, bro got fucked in the butt for it too.
True.
That's a proper fucking.
That's gotta be a top 5 deaths. I think
it's pretty metal.
Getting stabbed in the booty hole and then getting burned to death.
True.
That's gotta be top worst.
Well,
deaths.
you just have the most fucking manic northern like madman just like just getting
I'm gonna
burned.
get you, Orman.
Yeah.
Get the fuck away from me.
But yeah, no, that scene was pretty metal, and Roddy Ruin was like cool, and I'm really happy that they didn't shy away from like the northern like people to be like, because in like Game of Thrones they like really do the job of like we're the good guys, but like nah, Roddy said fuck them kids, bro.
True.
It's true.
Yeah,
a little club to the knee.
Yeah.
True.
Boom.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sometimes it's gotta be done.
True.
Hey.
I just love watching like
He's
Orman
one
running
first.
around just doing cheap shots on people though. That was so fun.
When you're engaged on a 1-on-1, you just get stabbed in the back.
True.
Oh,
Valyrian steel straight to the Achilles.
Other than that, I mean, not too much more to say on the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, before in all these reviews, we've been kind of talking about season 4 or the final season. Before, I was thinking, because I thought they weren't gonna drag out this season. Of course, they did. So I was thinking they wouldn't have enough content for season 4. But now they have too much content.
Yeah,
for season 4.
it's literally go.
Now, yeah, next season is literally like a big event has to happen every episode.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're gonna miss things, or it's just like, I mean, yeah, we are gonna miss things if they don't do it every episode.
Yeah.
And there's just it's I don't know if they can do it. I just don't know.
Pacing's chopped.
Pacing is certainly chopped. I think they're gonna have to leave out one of my favorite like plot points in the books.
I think they'll still do that.
You think so?
I think that'll be the very final episode.
I hope so. One can hope. One can hope.
And there's part of me that hits like a little bit of copium. I could see another director just carrying on the mantle, and we get. I mean, like, literally, there's just so much source material. Granted, there's not a whole lot of, like, action. But you really get to see a lot of cool moments and a lot of cool character development that could be carried on through the early parts of House of the Dragon seasons 1 through 4.
Yeah.
So I do think it's worth. It's one of those pitches that you could make the HBO of, like, hey, this is not going to be forced. This is literally just a continuation of the story that we've been trying to tell.
Yeah.
But... yeah. Smith, do you have any like closing thoughts within this season and like the futures of Hot D?
I mean, this season pacing was kind of rough, but I think it ended decent. Next season, I hope is just better. That's about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I got nothing else.
No, yeah, those are all my thoughts.